Hey up, it's Northern Nigel and today we're taking on the so-called capital of the UK, London. The big smoke where dreams are made, broken and thrown onto the nearest tube track. Let's have it. First off, the tube. Folk down here bang on about how efficient it is. Efficient? Nah, it's like getting mugged while trapped in a sauna. You pay 20 quid just to be squashed between a bloke who smells like wet dog and a tourist with a map bigger than their suitcase. And why's everyone got the 1,000-yard stare? It's like you're getting judged by 500 miserable ghosts in trench coats. And the landmarks? Overrated's an understatement. Big Ben, it's just a big clock that's been telling the same time for 150 years. The Shard, a glass toothpick where you can pay £50 to look out at a skyline that's just cranes and regrets. The Tower of London, a medieval prison turned tourist trap. Kinda poetic really, because half the city feels like a prison anyway. And don't even get me started on Buckingham Palace. Aye, it's big, but it's basically a posh retirement home with fancier gates. Now let's talk about the people. Everyone's in a rush, but where are they actually going? You see someone leg it across the street and it turns out they're just late for their £7 flat white. And the accents. Half the people sound like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins, and the other half talk like they've swallowed a thesaurus and choked on it. Oh darling, I simply can't bear the northern cold. Aye, well I can't bear your personality. The nightlife. London loves to brag about its nightlife, but honestly, it's more tragic than fun. £15 for a cocktail in a glass the size of a thimble, surrounded by people who'd rather film their drink than drink it. I went to a club once. Everyone was stood around posing for TikToks like they were at a photo shoot. Up north, we dance. In London, you stand there looking moody, waiting for someone to tell you your outfit's on point. Absolute chaos. And the food? Fancy a burger that costs £25 and comes with a side of disappointment. London's got you covered. You're paying gourmet prices for something that tastes like it's been microwaved twice and slapped on a plate by someone who calls chef their personal brand. Pretentious doesn't even cover it. Give me a chippy tea any day. Now the property prices. Oh, where do I start? You can pay £500,000 for a flat that's basically a broom cupboard with a window. If you're lucky, the landlord might throw in free mould. Want a house with a garden? Move to Yorkshire, mate, because down here you're paying £2 million for a shed with a postcode. The weather? Constant drizzle and a sky the colour of dishwater. It's like God himself took one look at London and thought, nah, this place deserves to be wet forever. And don't let anyone tell you it's romantic. It's just damp, like the vibe of the city itself. Now they say London's got culture. Aye, if your idea of culture's queuing for 3 hours to see a Banksy someone's graffitied over. Sure, there's museums, but half of them are filled with stuff nicked from other countries. You don't have culture, London. You have souvenirs. Should you visit London? Aye, if you fancy burning your wallet and losing your soul. It's the city where dreams go to get stuck in traffic and ambition gets delayed like every bloody train at King's Cross. But hey, at least the pigeons are more aggressive than anywhere else. They'll nick your chips and leave you with nothing but shame. London. The city that thinks it's the centre of the world, when really it's just a giant tourist trap with delusions of grandeur. Right, I'm off back up north, where the pints are cheap and people still smile at you. Don't do out daft while I'm gone, eh?